Find myself in the Joshua trees. If we pass in the night, then just hand me a light and tell me you burn just like me. I'm a little bit steady, but still a little bit rolling stone. I'm a little bit heaven, but still a little bit flesh and bone. Little foul, little don't know where I am. I'm a little bit holy water, but still a little bit burning man. Burning man.
Where you going?
I'm going hiking. Trail
Yeah?
running. No.
Is it today?
It's today.
Today's the day?
Yep.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. So we're driving through Louisiana. We just stopped and had some coffee with David's family. Today's his birthday, by the way. So we met with his twin brother and his parents for some coffee. We're from Louisiana, by the way, from South Louisiana, from Acadiana. So we're driving now across the Atchafalaya swamp. It's home to us. We're heading to Baton Rouge now. We're gonna have dinner with my daughter Emma. She goes to LSU. You all met her in the intro video. She's the one who's going to be editing the videos and taking care of the YouTube channel while we're hiking. Thank you, Emma. So while we were at David's parents' house, we did another pack shakedown. I don't know, that's like 3 or 4 now in the last 2 days. We're both able to lose some more weight out of the pack. In fact, David, why don't we tell them about how we've really shaken down our gear over the last year. We started. Okay, so we're still driving. We thought we'd take the time to tell you a good story right now. We're reminiscing over our backpacking trips. So we started collecting gear about a year ago, and we did a couple of overnight hikes, not far from where we live. But we're gonna tell you the story of our first, we did like a 14-mile day and set up set up our tent. So David's probably the better one to tell you about the hike into our campsite.
The hiking was an absolute nightmare. I think at the end of the day, my pack probably ended up weighing about 60 pounds. I think the tent by itself was about 20-pound tent.
20-pound tent.
We had absolutely no clue what we were doing. I think the majority of that hike too, it had been raining. It was like going through a bog, a swamp. It was like knee-high mud. It was bad. It was real bad. I think I almost gave up like 4 or 5 times and just pitched a tent in the swamp just to be able to stop and lay down. It was a miserable experience. But then to top it off, when we finally did get there, when we left the house, I was so proud because my sleeping bag and sleeping pad were so light. And
he was bragging on it. He was like, "What? Your sleeping bag?" Okay, well, we should tell him about my sleeping bag. So I don't want to sleep in a mummy bag. I like to be comfortable when I sleep, and so when I was buying my bag, I wanted to be sure it was like a rectangle shape and it was nice and big and comfy, so I could, be cozy. Now we were trying to make the transition from backpacking versus packing out a few things to go camping for a few days, and this is where we learned some really hard lessons. So I bought a sleeping bag. It was pretty, it was red, and it was big and cozy, and it weighed 8.5 pounds. I called her Big Bertha, right? So I named my sleeping bag Big Bertha. So I'm trying to figure out how to put Big Bertha onto my backpack, and David was bragging about how light and small his sleeping bag was. I interrupted you, but so we get to our campsite
Yeah.
after the 14-mile day. We're out of water. We have to figure out how to use our water filter for the first time. We're drinking up Lake Conroe. We pitched a tent, set up the sleeping bags.
Yeah, so and it was cold too. It was a real cold night. I think it was in the 20s. And so finally go to crawl in my sleeping bag at night and jump in, and it stops at about my thighs.
Yeah, I think it maybe went up to your
Maybe my waist.
Maybe your
but
waist.
Ended up being a used sleeping bag, and
Yeah.
that's why it was so light. The pad and the sleeping bag.
Yeah, they were both youth. They were made for like a toddler. He was cold.
Yeah, it was
but
freezing.
his sleeping bag was light.
Yeah. The second night I wrapped up in our Eno. We brought the Eno hammocks.
With our tent. We bought an Eno and a tent.
2 Enos.
2 Enos.
We were carrying some stuff. But ended up wrapping up in it.